Hi, everybody. Welcome back to the Chuck and Lisa show. I am the Chuck. Sitting across from me is my beautiful bride, the Lisa. Everybody say hi, Lisa.
Hi, Risa.
Well,
Hello, Lisa. And that other voice in the background is my awesome producer slash buddy, Dersh.
Never heard of him. Must be a bum.
Yeah, something like that. There he is. But show him your shirt.
Oh, hang on a second.
Yeah, Dersh, you got a cool new shirt.
Going back.
Going back.
Let's see.
Daniel's here. He got a David Pearson Wood Brothers shirt.
Yeah, man.
You should have just stood up.
I can't stand up right now.
It's been a lot easier.
If I stand up, your whole show goes away, Chuck.
That would be a problem. Don't do that then.
That is why I didn't.
And don't push any buttons. Like half of my face is. Am I too close to the screen?
No, I can fix that. Just keep going.
I just moved it a bit away. There we go. Hi, Daryl. All right, so we're gonna. I'm sorry, my ears are going nuts today. We're gonna talk about some fun stuff. First, before we do anything, I want Durst to tell us what happened when you sat down to open the show.
Well, I am old, so I have an excuse. But
And?
I just kind of sat down and went,
Why?
I don't remember how to do this.
That's what happens when you go on vacation. When you come back and you like
Yeah.
password on your computer.
All right. You told me that, and I busted.
Total brain fart, man. Completely.
Yeah.
We used to have a code on the door,
Mm-hmm.
and I went on vacation. I came back and I couldn't remember what the code was, and there wasn't anybody there. And I had already been working there for like 5 or 6 years.
Right. Yeah, you get away, you forget about all that stuff.
Yeah.
Get away! Get away!
But then people can remember what the phone number was when they were 5.
Mm-hmm. Well, like when I worked doing the property management, I knew all 100 houses by name and street address back then.
Yeah.
I couldn't tell you one now.
Yeah, you could.
Maybe a couple, but
The one
only
we used to live in.
I couldn't tell you the number.
Really?
No.
5758 Santa Monica Boulevard, Jacksonville, Florida.
You couldn't remember 309 Lane Court.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
That was where the house I was living in when I was born.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Until
That's
I was
cool.
12 years old.
Yeah, I don't know
Man,
the
we
house when
moved
I
out.
was
I
born,
couldn't
but I
tell
remember
you.
the street I lived on in Wheaton, Maryland.
Hmm.
Can't see what it is because it's one of my passwords.
I couldn't tell you the number, but I guess I can tell you the street where I was born.
No,
It
I
was
can tell you
Lincoln Street, Meriden, Connecticut.
Oh, I know the street where I was born
I don't know
was
the number.
Kearney Avenue in Patterson, New Jersey. But I don't know the number because I was like tiny when we moved.
Right. I couldn't read
My mom
that.
couldn't even remember the number because we used to live around the corner when we lived in New Jersey,
Mhm.
and it turned out that we were living like 3 blocks from where I was born.
Yeah.
But she couldn't remember what the house number was because we didn't live there very long.
Mm. That's wild. Yeah, it's funny that way.
In case I died during the show, it's because Chuck sprayed too much bug spray.
I didn't spray too much. I had to kill the bugs.
Well, you might be killing me.
You won't die. It says it
Oh,
won't
I'm
kill.
telling you, if I die during the show,
It says it
people
won't.
who are watching would die.
It says not harmful to pets, so I assume it's not harmful to bugs. I do.
I'm not a pet.
You're my pet.
Ooh.
No.
This is
Oh.
not a show for that kind of talk.
Oh, come on. We can get naughty.
I'm gonna-
Nobody's listening.
Darcy, I'm going to spray bug spray on him while he's sleeping and see if he dies, okay?
All right, let me know.
All right.
She might do it, too.
Make sure you videotape it.
All right.
I put nothing
And then we
beyond
can
her
send it to America's Funniest Home Video.
if I don't die. Because if I do die, you can't send it because it's
There's probably another
no, it states evidence for your
probably
murdering me.
another show for that.
Probably. Oh, yeah, nowadays it wouldn't surprise me. All right, so anything you want to toss into the pool before we get rolling?
No, a pool.
Rolling, rolling, rolling.
All right. Do you want to say anything before we get going?
Get the daggets rolling.
Something like that. All right. Uh, events that happened today. In 1513, Juan Ponce de Leon sets foot on Florida, becoming the first European to do so. And Hershey was the second, with
Yeah?
my mother.
Hershey was with your mother? Well, that's a little weird.
They were shipmates.
Okay.
More like shit baits, you said?
Something
Huh.
like I threw my mother in there too.
Did your mother have scurvy?
My mother invented scurvy. I love my mother. She's dead, but we still joke about her. We joke about her when she's alive. Should we stop now? In 742, Charlemagne, the King of France and Roman Emperor, was born.
There was a song written about him.
Yeah, there was.
Steely Dan.
Well, in 1805, Hans Christian Andersen was born. He wrote about a little boy sticking a finger in a dike.
He can skate, too.
Yeah.
Okay. That sounds dirty.
Nowadays it does. There was a time when a dike just meant derrick. You know,
That's not true. They're always been.
but they weren't called that.
How do you know?
My mother told me she was born in 2 AD.
Ah.
In 1914, Alec Guinness, the actor, was born.
Yeah?
Yep.
I got some news that.
Yep. Oh, very. As well as 1939, Marvin Gaye.
Well, he's dead.
His daddy murdered him.
Yeah.
1947, Emmylou Harris, from the country singer.
You're not,
In 1955, Dana Carvey.
you're not dead.
Nope, I watched him today. The Price is Right.
What about the Price is Right?
What about it?
Yeah.
People did good today. This one lady had a golden horseshoe and a half.
Dana Carvey, not
Oh,
Drew
oh,
Carey.
not Drew Carey.
Damn, you're senile.
I mixed them up. You can do them if you want. All right, Dana Carvey, the one that was on
Chopping
SNL,
broccoli.
and yeah.
Church lady.
Mm-hmm.
Chopping broccoli.
Knew what you were talking about. when you said
And
the
of
Price is
course,
Right.
Wayne's World.
Yep.
Yeah, I just mixed them up. Drew Carey, Dana Carvey, D.C.
Oh,
6'1",
Anyway,
doesn't it?
Cheryl Kelby. Cheryl Kelby.
Yeah, that was funny. That was funny. On the Meekum auctions today, they were doing the shtick talking about cars, and instead of saying Carol Shelby, he said Daryl Kelby. And the guy that was sitting there went, "Do you hear what you just said?" It was quite fun, really. All right, let's talk about stuff. We don't talk about politics on this here show. We talk about stuff.
I like stuff.
I do too. How the hell do I get? Here we go. This is weird. The first story, the eclipse. The eclipse is coming on the 8th, right?
Mm-hmm.
And people are having varied reactions. Some people are excited about it. Some people want to, see it, and they're trying to figure out how to do it right. And you're better off wearing the glasses. A lot of people are using welding shields. They work great.
Only if they're, well, some of them.
Well, yeah, dark welding shields, not like light ones.
Don't give anybody any advice about how to look at them.
You can look this shit up
Yeah, that's
yourself.
what I'm saying. You don't give anybody advice.
I've looked this shit up. That's why I'm giving advice.
No, don't listen to
And
that.
and of course the age-old one of don't look at it at all. Have a hole through a piece of cardboard
that's
or
just
paper,
dumb.
and then you aim it at a box down below, and you get the image of it, but you don't
Why
get
don't you
any
just
detail.
watch it on TV later if you're going to do that stupid
That's-
shit?
You know what?
I like that
I'm
idea.
gonna sit there and watch it on TV while it happens.
Yeah?
They'll
You
have
know what
one in
else-
Dallas
you know
where
what
it's
else
like
people
the
are, like,
center of it or
really
whatever.
dumb. They're like, bring your dogs in. They might go blind. I'm like, I don't think my dogs are up staring at the sun.
My dogs rarely stare at the sun at all.
Number two, what am I supposed to do? Bring the chicken in the house?
Oh no, our chickens are all going to go blind from staring at the
I don't think
eclipse.
they stare at the sun.
I think they'll probably go to sleep. They'll probably
Right.
think it's roosting time.
They might be really confused.
Mm-hmm. I would think so. You know, 'cause chickens work on a simple principle. When the sun comes up, you get up. When the sun goes down, you go to sleep.
Yeah.
That's it. So anyway, I don't really need to talk about that article too much. It's just
What?
anything
the
you want to.
article about the eclipse?
Yeah, well, I can't see it for one. I've got some stupid ad
That's
on
when
there.
there's a map and you put your address in and it tells you the exact
Okay, let me
time
see if I
and the
can get-
percent and everything.
Can you see it? Because I have to see if I can see it.
Me?
Well, I think I got it, maybe. All right, so it's going to be all the way across Mexico, up through Indiana, and up in Canada, pretty much. But everybody around
only
it,
the-
that's
only the
100%.
part.
And then, like North Carolina, where we are, even though we're not that close to that, I mean, we're like 400 miles away from that epizone, we're still at 80%. So most of America is going to see this.
Part of it, anyway.
Yeah.
It'll be for like 3 hours.
Right. It's not going to be a short-term
The
event.
other thing that's cool when there's an eclipse is if you look at the shadows, they're all weird,
Yeah.
little crescent-y looking things.
Yeah. You know what my plan is? Watch it on TV from my chair and look outside and see how it looks.
That's a good
But
plan.
I like to sit on
Like every other
trees
day?
and yeah, but I mean there'll be that event going on there.
Yeah.
My wife's going to Waco with a whole bunch of her girlfriends. They do a trip together every year, and that's the trip that they chose to do this year.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
You already get her glasses and all that?
Yeah, they got whatever they need. They also all bought Eclipse shirts to match.
I was there. Did they really?
Uh-huh.
Any comment about all that?
No, because she could play this back later.
And you might die.
could possibly not be here for the second show.
That's funny.
No. Yeah, so yeah, they're leaving Friday and they're going down to Waco because they all are fans of Chip and Joanne
Right.
Gaines. So
Right.
they all want to go see
That's
Chip
fun.
and Joanna.
That's fun. By the way, in the bullseye of this thing are only going to see it for about 3.5 to 4 minutes at
Yeah.
peak.
But my buddy Jay, who lives in
I said
Ohio, yeah,
Mhm.
his house is like directly underneath the center of it. It's
Oh,
right-
cool.
Right across Dayton, that's where he lives.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, right. It goes through Ohio and in Indiana. Down. Yeah, I got it. Because it's angled. Should be entertaining, and don't freak out, people. For God's sake, I've got some people that have, honest to God, given me the chicken little. We're all gonna die.
Well, eventually.
Something's gonna happen. There's gonna. Oh wait, there's gonna be a black flag of. I've heard all this stuff, and I'm like, it's just an eclipse. They've happened before. The last time there was a full eclipse of this magnitude, it was 1932. I read an article about it today, and nobody died in 1932 except
Lots
for.
of people died in 1932.
Just shut up. Not from the eclipse. But, however, some people did go blind. This guy on TV news today at noon was talking about how he saw it and he didn't look at it like they said not to look at it. And his brother was stupid and looked at it and got retina damage.
And then he became a blues musician.
Yeah. He was born a white guy, and then he became who's the guy? Not Stevie Wonder.
Ray Charles?
Ray. He became Ray
What
Charles.
was the guy in Cheech and Chong? Blonde Melon Chitlin.
Yeah,
Remember that?
yeah, I knew. God, those guys are funny.
You guys know that?
So anyway,
You guys know that yesterday was National Egg Sandwich Day, or
Oh,
egg,
man, I
egg
didn't
salad
make- I
day?
I didn't make one either.
and today is peanut butter and jelly day.
Well, it makes sense. I mean, the day after Easter.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that does make sense.
Yeah, that makes sense for all those damn eggs you got.
Right. What
All
do
right.
we do with them?
All right, I'm done with doing articles. You are going to take over, Dersh, and show us
Oh.
more of those cool pictures from Europe.
You're not talking about National Peanut Butter Jelly Day? Oh my lord!
What more do I need to say? It's National Peanut Butter and I'm not a fan of peanut butter and jelly. Are you guys?
Yeah.
You are?
Yeah,
Crunchy,
Dersh?
crunchy,
like-
not cream.
crunchy definitely. I can't eat
Crunchy.
creamy. Creamy is.
I
the
like
devil's-
peanut butter and I like jelly when it's on toast with butter. But putting them together just doesn't
Something's
do it
wrong
for
with
me.
you. Like you like don't like
Breaking news!
You're just
You don't-
Breaking news!
like you don't like a lot of stuff.
I don't. I've always been very food temperamental or whatever you want to call it.
Lisa,
I
you
wonder
can't.
if
Choosy. I prefer to call it choosy.
No wonder your mother didn't like you.
She never breastfed. She said she liked me as a friend.
Ah,
Michelle texted you.
Who? Hello.
I think I'm setting off your phone.
why are you
That was-
texting Durst during the
That
show?
was my wife.
That's funny.
Why is she texting me in the middle of the show that she knows I'm doing?
Why not?
Well, you know.
Because she can.
Hey, dude, you got your pictures handy?
Yeah. So we left off last time.
Take
at,
it, dude. You take the camera.
Yeah, we left off last time at the end of London, and so we're
Oh,
heading down to Normandy, and on the way,
oh, right. You
On
went
the-
to Normandy.
yeah, but on the way to Normandy, we stopped at Stonehenge, and
Oh, how cool.
yeah,
I feel that's like a little underwhelming to most people.
Well, it's just a bunch of rocks in the middle of a field.
Yeah.
But they're stacked.
stack stones. Well, you know, the thing for me was, it was cool. I mean, you got to go see Stonehenge. You got to go see, Mount Rushmore. What you have to at least once, right?
No,
Right.
my sister took a picture of Stonehenge as they drove past it.
I think those are giants' wickers for playing cricket.
Well, that's one thing, Lisa. That's really weird. Is it's literally 100 feet off the highway,
Yeah.
and they
Is it?
they built this road a long time ago, and people just used to drive by it, and it was like
Yeah,
it was
'cause
Not
I
blink
was-
twice.
I was looking at her pictures from like 30 years ago when they went to London, and there's just a picture out the window of the bus, Stonehenge. They didn't stop; they just took a picture.
That's funny.
Yeah. The thing for me was that I don't know. It was just weird because it was and it wasn't what I expected.
Yeah.
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 What do you mean?
I mean, obviously, you know that it was that it's a stack stones and whatever. But I don't know. There was just something about it that once I was there, it wasn't. And in my, I guess it's because of the location and things like that. It just wasn't. I don't even know how to describe it. It just wasn't.
It wasn't all that.
Well, yeah, I guess that's probably as close as I could say. It wasn't the hype, the big thing that I thought in my
Yeah.
mind it was going to be. So,
Yeah.
yeah, it was pretty strange. Anyway, that era right there is the summer and winter solstice.
Hmm.
So the sun comes right up through that peak, and the big stone that's away.
It was a giant sundial, is all it was.
Well,
They don't really know what it was.
they don't really know exactly, but it did have it does have some mathematical
Oh, yeah.
parts that are amazing. This is
Right.
looking the opposite way, and if you can see,
Oh no, there's sheep.
yeah, sheep everywhere was pretty cool. But you can see the way down and I'll use my mouse. I think people can see my mouse up there.
Yeah, we can.
That little area right there,
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
that was a wooden Stonehenge. Okay, I never knew that existed.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and it was exactly the same thing, and it was down in this area right here. And whenever someone important would die, they prepare the body down there in the wooden Stonehenge, and then they'd bring them up straight up to the Stonehenge.
Right.
Huh.
Huh.
It was pretty interesting.
Huh. Yeah, that's wild. That's wild.
Yeah, again, something I didn't know, and
How old is the wooden Stonehenge?
it's.
I mean,
not
it would
there.
have degraded where the stone, even though the stone's degraded.
Yeah, it's not there. The whole thing
Yeah,
was
it used
made
to
out
be.
of. The whole thing was made out of wood.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Because you could tell these stones have been there
Yeah.
for 1,000 years at least, because
Yeah.
they're all so weather worn.
Well, a lot of them were taken away and used to make roads. That's why they're missing. They're not there. They're not buried. They're just not there because they'd
Really?
they'd come and grab one of the big stones and take
Huh.
it away and break it in the cobblestones and build a road with it.
Right. Right.
Yeah. One of the
That's
cool,
a trip.
one of the fascinating thing is you can see it in this picture. See this little gully here?
Yeah.
Channel.
Uh-huh.
That's there. It goes 360 degrees around. The
Oh,
Stonehenge.
really?
But it's not.
It's
the
got a
only
moat.
one. Yeah, it's a little bump, but it's not the only one. It goes out from the center all the way out, all the way down to where the wooden Stonehenge
Oh, really?
was. Yeah. So
Huh.
yeah, that was interesting too.
So was there water in it?
No. There's water in it when it rains hard in England, which like it does all the time. You know what I'm saying? So there's a picture of it up close, and you can see it creates these mounds. They dug out here, they piled it up on the
Right.
inside, so it's got these little lips, little mounds all over the place. But like
It
I
just
said,
seems that if it goes down to the wooden one, that it might have been a pathway to bring the body.
well, no,
Put them
you,
up there.
That's why I was wondering if it once had water in it, because if it did, that would be easy.
yeah, no, it wasn't like that. It was you had the. It's a circle. Like Stonehenge is the center of all the circles.
Right.
Yeah.
So they were going up and down over top of all the hills from the wooden one to this one, and
Right.
there are some mounds, and I don't think there's two of the capstones or the capstones. That's
Yeah, that looks cool. I'm noticing the moss on the side of them, so that's the west.
Yeah, and they're huge. You can't go up there anymore. This is as close as you can get. First time
Yeah.
my wife visited, you could actually go up and walk inside of them.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So there you go. You can see again. This is one that's a little different. So you can see how they got the channel that
Yeah,
goes
the
around,
gully. Yeah.
and then there's a bump right here.
Yeah.
Well, that's a burial site.
Oh,
So-
wow. There's
So they
people
would,
in there, huh?
yeah, they would bury important people in the rings that surrounded
Mm.
Stonehenge. And you can see this.
Very interesting.
See that stone right there? That's
Yep.
where we were a second ago. So
Right, I saw that. I noticed that.
the wooden Stonehenge is back there, and it just
Yeah.
comes straight up to the Stonehenge here. So
Far out.
it was interesting. It was very, very interesting. Like I said, it was kind of weird because it wasn't what I was expecting, but at the same time, it was like, okay, that's pretty cool.
What are you reading?
What?
What are you reading?
I'm watching Blaney's dog chase this other dog in his yard.
Ah. That's cool, Durst. Let me ask you.
Trying to
What'd you
breathe.
do after Stonehenge?
Sorry, I'm listening to Durst as well.
On after Stonehenge, we took a ferry over to Normandy, and this is the first pictures of.
That's what I want to say.
Yeah, that's the first pictures of Normandy that.
So that's the
got.
landing zone of Normandy.
It's one of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I know. There's all the different ones right in that area.
Yeah.
That's Normandy.
This is the town of Caen.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Caen.
I remember all these battles from the right after Normandy.
That is the chapel / castle of one of the former kings. I don't remember which one it was.
Cool. They've had so many.
Out or what?
It's just, everything over there is bombed. There's still all kind of so there's CAEN Con. That's where we were.
Are there still remains of the buildings that they just never did anything with?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would be interesting to see.
Yeah. So again, if you can see this a little better from this angle, but there's nothing behind that wall, which used to be the buttress.
I thought that's what I
yeah,
saw
yeah.
behind it. There was nothing there.
That's why I asked.
Yeah, so that used to be the buttress of the castle itself, and it's gone.
Did they clear out all the? It looks like they cleared everything out behind it, though.
Yeah.
All the stuff inside the building. Wow.
And then this is the original wall of the city back in the Dark Ages.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Ran.
And then the light came on.
Yeah. And the light came on.
Sorry, you know me. I have to do that.
So, and then again, this is a fortress of what's his name? Something the Destroyer. I can't think of the guy.
Always wanted to go there. Fortress of what's his name?
Wait, who was the Conan?
It wasn't Conan, but yeah, he was like the biggest badass of the Dark Ages.
Yeah,
and this
it's quite a
was
fort.
This was that's just a little tiny.
Good luck to anybody trying to climb that wall.
Yeah.
First, you got to get up the ground, then you got to get up the wall.
Yeah, that's just a little piece of it. Here's looking the opposite direction of the fort, and of course it used to be higher on the mountain than it is because they built the city up so they could.
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
Well, that would make sense. They would want to be more on a peak.
Yeah. So that was pretty cool.
That's neat.
All right, hang on. Let me get to. Uh-oh. The doggies are gonna yell.
You don't need to give me anything for next week's show.
Oh, no!
That's cool. Why you say I know?
Because you're like, you haven't given me anything. Well, you didn't even use the last 5 from last week.
It's because we've been looking at pictures.
Okay.
You got another one?
Yeah. Who's your favorite general from?
Patton.
All right.
General George S. Patton, I salute you, sir. You are a badass.
And there, his statue is in the middle of
yeah,
a big traffic circle there.
freaking A.
Yeah.
He deserves some notoriety. He was a badass.
All right, and then here is a shot of Juno Beach.
Oh, cool.
Juno.
Juno was one of them.
Yeah. The Juno was where the Canadians came in.
Right. And with the Australians with them, I believe.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
But yeah, Juno, that is just outside of Caen, where they built just created a port out of nothing, because it was the only place that didn't have the massive cliffs.
Right.
Just walk down to the water side there, and so because it didn't have the massive cliffs, they just created a port, and
that's cool.
And those things that here's a little bit closer picture. Those things in the water are caissons. Those are left over from what they just dropped in the water to create the road to bring cars and jeeps and tanks and
That's
stuff.
cool.
And out of
Leave it to our Seabees.
Oh, they did it like in no time, man.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely amazing.
Seabees and Corps of Engineers. The first thing I said when that bridge in Baltimore went down, I said, "Get them in there. They'll have it built in a month."
Yeah, seriously,
Yeah.
they would. Yes.
They would. Seriously, they'd get everything out of there in about 2 days.
And there's
They'd bring in ships to pull the stuff out.
So there's some of the salvage caissons.
Oh, neat.
They got out
Oh,
of the
neat.
water, and they got them up there so you can see them. And I'm telling you again, massive. They're just
Yep.
gigantic, and you can see on the end and on the side where the road goes. So it's like a portable bridge. They just dropped it in the water on top
Right.
of pontoons, and
You've seen what they use now. They use plastic ones, I think they are. And they just fold out. Instead of being like one big section, it would be like 4 little sections in there. Oh, wow. The Germans,
yeah, that's a part of the
Defensive.
German defensive system. Exactly.
that was for paratroopers, right?
That's correct for parachuters to come
Ouch.
in. Those are original, and they're
Oh, yeah.
only a couple of them that are left. All the other ones have been removed over time.
And salvage for metal.
Yep.
Yeah, no doubt in my mind.
And we're looking down towards Utah Beach and
Oh, neat.
Omaha. Yeah, and
Yeah.
Omaha. It's way down around the corner there, which we'll go to eventually.
Yeah. I know it's on the other side of that one.
These are pretty cool. Pictures.
Oh, it's a museum?
Yeah. There was a museum there, and you can see there is the port that they just
The
created
port.
in Cannes,
Yeah. Yeah.
and
Hmm.
there's those caissons. They just dropped them in. They're floating on pontoons.
Right.
They connected them with a ship and just drove all kind of military
That's so
equipment and
cool.
supplies and stuff right to
Look
the
at all those transport ships out there.
Yeah.
So many.
It was so cool. That whole section in there was just awe-inspiring, Chuck.
You'd think we knew what we were doing.
Yeah, we used to.
Yeah.
And this is just a picture of the military.
that's-
They're all different military.
It's the Brits and the Canadians.
Canadians, right? Getting ready to
Yeah, those are Canadians.
go forward.
That's cool.
Yeah, the Canadians, because that's the British and the Canadians
Yeah.
came in.
And the Australians were part of that.
Yeah,
I remember that.
there's a
Yeah. Sherman.
Sherman tank that was actually part of the battle. That
Very
they,
neat.
they preserved. That
Very
was,
cool.
and again, that thing, I couldn't believe how big the Sherman tanks are.
And that's a small tank.
Yeah, it's
By today's standards, that's a small tank.
very small. There's another caisson.
Even by World War II standards, it was a small tank.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
Germans with the Panzers and the King Tiger.
Right.
Oof.
There's another one of those caissons. You can see there's
That's
a
cool.
bulldozer on it to show you how big
Right.
it was. It was
Wow.
really cool.
What were the the pontoons were probably full of air, I'm guessing. But I'm wondering what they were made out of.
I don't know. We didn't see any, so
Yeah.
probably just air, I would think.
I would think steel tanks with air. Yeah,
Yeah.
that would displace flotation.
And troop transport, there was, again, this
Half track.
part of the museum there.
Mm-hmm. That's a heavy duty half track, that one.
And there's one of the caisson big ones that floated up on shore
Oh, wow.
and sort of just been sitting there for 60 or 70 years.
That's neat. Huh. They're in front of us.
Yeah.
Neat.
Okay.
Keep going.
I'm going. Oh, man. This dude drove up on this motorcycle, Chuck.
Uh-huh.
Oh, gorgeous. Look at this thing. It's British.
Ah,
Man,
PSA.
it sounded so purty.
That's
Oh,
a
cool.
BSA, right?
It's gorgeous, man. It was just so loved that thing.
It's a Harley. No.
No,
Nah,
it's a BSA.
What's
it's
the
a
thing on the
royal.
side?
That's the
It's a-
symbol for them.
It's a royal something or other.
Oh wait,
It's a British.
they became BSA Royal.
It's there you go.
Slide down. Royal Enfield. Those are great bikes.
Yeah,
Nice.
British.
They're
bike.
expensive.
Beautiful bike, man. It
Airborne division.
It just
See that?
It just purred. Yep. The
Huh?
yeah, the 101st Airborne was part of the parachute people that,
Right.
that came in, which my uncle during Vietnam was
Right.
in the Airborne there.
Oh, that's cool. Very neat.
So then we're gonna go to
Might do one more or so because then we'll talk about some NASCAR stuff and racing stuff. I got.
all right. So this is Omaha Beach,
Mm-hmm.
and then you can see. So this is Utah Beach, where the Americans came in. Omaha Beach, they're Americans. Gold, which was British, and there's where we were just a minute ago at Juneau, and there's Sword down there.
Sword, yeah.
All right, and so this is the memorial.
So this is Omaha.
Yeah, this is the
That's you.
this is
cool.
the
It's got a reflecting pond too.
yeah, the memorial. This is actually U.S. soil. And the interesting thing about it is during one of the anniversaries, the French president came to visit here and was actually welcomed by Obama because it is U.S. soil, so therefore,
yeah.
Obama is the one that.
Right, he would have to do that.
Yeah.
Cool.
But this was and this just a monument. The whole thing was just so mind blowing and so beautiful.
That's cool.
And
It is beautiful.
Yeah, the crosses are in a perfect alignment.
Yeah, you can see that.
It's amazing.
That's so cool.
And there's a tribute to each of the beaches.
Mm.
It was there.
Normandy, you get to it is all the more amazing because of the cliff. They had the scale of cliff.
Oh yeah, you
Go to Normandy real quick. Just do one of those.
Normandy is all the beaches. It's just
right, but which one's the cliff?
the Omaha and Utah.
Oh right,
the ones,
Omaha.
The ones that we're just looking at. This is on
Right.
top. I'm sorry, I know I'm taking your time, but
No,
Just
go.
for sure.
It's our time, dude.
this is on top of the hill that we had to take at the point. There's a point that came between Omaha and Utah Beach, and that's where the Germans were nested. And each
Right
one
there?
of these, this is a bomb crater.
Right. Yeah.
So each one of these you see is a bomb crater. So this is a mounting for
Amen.
it's a mounting for a artillery gun.
Yeah.
And then you can see all these are bomb craters, and we bombed them
Oh,
and
wow.
bombed them and bombed them, and then
We bombed the crap out of that area.
they-
Those
they-
are like from battleships. Those
Right.
holes.
Yeah, yes. And here's one of the German. So
there's one.
we would bomb them, and they'd go down these steps and go inside. The walls
Right.
of this thing were about, I would say
6 feet.
maybe 6 feet deep, and they'd just go hide in there, and then we'd stop bombing, and they'd come out and start firing at us again.
Yep.
It was unbelievable.
Well, that sounds like fun.
Yeah, it
War.
was. Anyway, that
Pretty cool.
was incredible. That whole field
Grappling hook.
that whole field up on top of that hill was just, I mean, you couldn't walk through it because you couldn't get past the craters.
Right.
Just because of how bad the bombing was. So,
That's wild.
all right.
Very cool. Thank you for sharing that.
Yep.
I mean, you can show more next week if you want. I don't.
Yeah.
Yeah, all we have left is Paris, and nobody cares about Paris. So.
I do.
Yeah.
He went to Paris looking for answers to questions that bothered him. So.
Okay.
Yeah, sure. All right, here's that one more shot.
See, Jimmy Buffett cares about Paris.
He's dead.
His grandfather cared about Paris.
He's dead.
I care about Paris.
You're not dead.
There you go.
You're not
This is-
going. You haven't been to Paris.
Yeah.
I haven't been to Paris. I don't go anywhere.
This
Are you
is the
looking for
point.
answers?
This is the tip of the point. So over on the left side of this, that's Utah Beach, and then over on the
Okay.
right side is Omaha Beach,
Oh, cool.
and that's a monument that's
Yeah, look how far that drop is.
Does Peyton Manning go there?
Where?
Omaha Beach.
Yeah. Omaha! Omaha! God, how many times has he said that?
yeah.
I'm surprised he didn't go, Utah, sword!
Then they would figure out what he was talking about.
Yeah. One of by land, two of by sea.
Maybe.
All right, let me do two quick sports stories before we actually get to NASCAR. I think we got time because there isn't a lot to
No,
talk
yeah,
about.
oh, by the way,
What?
one if by land, two if by sea, and then Mike Joy said that during the race, and nobody knew what the hell he was talking about.
Of course they did.
know. That was
Did he-
crazy.
Right? Nobody knew what the hell he was talking
I know.
about.
He had to explain it.
I know, and then
I
he was
know.
like, never mind.
That was
NAS-
amazing, Lisa.
The NASCAR drivers don't know a lot except anything except NASCAR. That's what they dedicated their life to. They don't know history.
Yeah.
All right, let's talk about this. UConn and North Carolina State sending men's and women's teams to the Final Four. And it's only happened like
Ever. Never.
1, 2, 3.
No, it happened
No, it's-
like 8 times. The
Wait.
first
1, 2, 3,
Two-
4,
two-
5,
two
6, 7,
schools?
8.
2 schools, no, but it's a school
Two
sending both the men's and women's to the Final Fours happened.
But this is two at one
Right.
time.
This is the first
That
time.
never happened.
Right. This is the first time that's happened.
Right.
But UConn's done it twice and won the championship twice.
Right.
Both teams won the championship.
Well, it says here men and women's teams in the Final Four together.
Yeah, but not
So-
two at the same time.
It says Georgia, Duke.
Right.
Oh my God. Two schools at the same time.
Right. So you got
Two teams.
North Carolina
Two schools,
State
Two teams.
and you got
Right.
UConn.
Never happened before.
Right.
Oh, okay. Oh, that. Yeah, I see that. That
Two
makes sense.
different
Wow.
two different universities sending both.
Oh, so
teams.
one of them is going to be added to that list. That's pretty wild.
No.
Well, no, they got a 1 out of 4
no,
chance of that.
No, listen to me.
Mhm.
UConn, men, women,
Right.
Final Four.
I got
State, men, women, Final
Yeah.
At the same time.
I know.
Never happened before.
Okay. That's
Nobody's
cool.
going to be added to a list. They're already on the list.
Right.
They-
They're
That's
in
fair.
the Final
Yeah,
Four
yeah, yeah.
already.
All right. Let's do another thing. A case of unopened 1979 hockey cards from Sask. Over $5 million in auction.
Cool. From what year?
1979. A whole lot of Gretzky's. Mint is what it's going to be.
Probably.
Oh, yeah. I think in the article it talked about how many they estimated, like 20, I think it was. 25 to 27 Gretzky's.
Nice.
And mint Gretzky rookie cards, 3.75 million each they've sold for.
Hmm.
And that's woof.
Training.
Is it?
Yep.
Let's talk about NASCAR for a moment. What did you think of Richmond race?
The last 3 laps were awesome.
But the rest of the race?
Or-
Boring!
Oh, and
Boring.
you know, you heard that Denny admitted he did jump start a little bit, but
Oh, yeah, he admitted it.
he kind of like, he's already won a race this year, so he didn't really care.
They're not going to do anything
They're not
about
going to do
it
anything
anyway.
about it, and they already said they're not going to do anything about it, but they also told people not to try it again.
Right. I think that won't happen.
Right.
They might. If they
If-
said that, that
if-
means
If they were serious about it, they'd take away Denny's
If they said that now, though,
But that was the rule before.
right? But it was because they said they had no time to call it.
Okay. But I mean, like
They're
today,
saying don't try it again.
like today, they could say
They
Denny
could.
did not win that race. We're giving it to the
yeah,
person in
but
second
really, are
place.
they going to do that?
No.
No.
Yeah. No. Who was in second? Joey? Yeah, Joey was second, right?
Joey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Joey needs that win bad. Give it to
Yeah.
Joey.
No,
Yeah,
don't
no.
care.
He hadn't had a win since he won the championship, I think.
No, he's at a really dry spell. Let's talk about NASCAR news.
You
Justin
were
Alex.
just talking about NASCAR.
I know more. Justin Alexander is taking over as crew chief for Austin Dillon. They've been together before and had success. He won the Daytona 500 with him as crew chief and a couple other big races. So he's going back to do the job to hopefully fix Austin Dillon's dismal season so far.
Whatever. Nobody cares except Paul
Papa
and
cares.
his fake wife,
Pawpaw.
his Barbie wife.
There is a rumor that Stuart Haas will be downsizing
Yeah, I
next
saw
year.
that. And you know who might? Well, you know who might buy one?
Oh,
Junior.
that would be good. That would be very
Because they
good.
don't have to stay within the manufacturer, right?
Oh no, they're buying the license, not
The charter.
the charter. Yeah.
I think they should only have 2 or 3 charters apiece anyway. That's
But
what I think.
But didn't Mrs. Junior say she doesn't want him involved in the NASCAR?
Yeah, Junior. Yeah.
Mrs.
I mean, the sister.
wife.
Yeah. Well, you have to distinguish because he and his
Kelly
sister are
said
so damn
Kelly
close.
said it was too expensive one time.
Right.
Last time I heard because he has been interested in buying a charter for a while.
I want to play. It's my money.
She already made him quit Fox and go buy a camper or NBC and go buy an RV and drive around for a while. That's what they're doing right now.
That's cool.
No, I mean that's what he wanted to do. She didn't make him.
Right. It just gave him a reason just to say I'm done.
Yeah, well, he's not done. He's
He wasn't having
He's not
much fun
done.
with NBC.
not done. He's gonna go. Well, yeah. Would you want to be in the booth with a bunch of chipmunks?
No. Hi! I'm Jeff Burton! And the worst thing is he makes Junior talk like that, too.
I know. It's like they're all on helium.
Yeah, it does. It really does.
It really does. I mean, it's not a good combination in a booth. Burton's terrible.
Yeah.
That voice of his.
Oh,
Hey!
there was a race last week. We were going to go to it, but they changed it to Friday, so we couldn't go. Ward Burton was up. He raced
Lord.
and up in Orange County.
Wow.
That's
is
cool.
it- What, the 95 and older group?
He's not that old. See, that's the thing. I always think Ward Burton's really old, but he's not.
Our friend Donald that lives across town,
And did
he
go?
worked at it.
Did he go?
He worked in the gate.
Cool.
Yeah.
Because Jeff showed up for autographs too. I think Newman was up.
Jeff.
Burton,
Oh, cool.
his brother, or his
Yeah,
uncle, or his
they're
cousin, or something.
cousins.
They're all related.
They're
But
cousins.
I think Newman was up there too, and my boyfriend.
Oh, Bobby?
Mm-hmm.
That's
Well, I couldn't go because they switched it to Friday because it rained a
Right.
lot on Wednesday, and so they decided it would be too wet on Thursday, and I went out of town on Friday,
Yep.
and I left Chuck all by himself.
We had a party, me and the dogs. Dogs slept all day, and I watched TV.
That's a good deal.
Mark Truex
As a,
uses Richmond disappointment to fuel Martinsville charge.
and I don't want him to win at Martinsville.
At Martinsville?
You know, I want Hamlin to win less than I care about Martin
You
winning.
want him to win?
You
No,
wanted
but-
to lose.
I'd be less upset
I want him.
if
I
Denny
want them to both
freaking
wreck
won
each
again.
other.
Right. Well, you said you wanted Denny to win, and that both
Yeah.
Lisa and I were like, "What?"
No, no, no,
I
Denny.
want-
No, Denny.
I want Denny and Martin to wreck each other. Son Joe would be sad because they're teammates, and that's unacceptable.
I wanted
Yeah.
that to happen in the race because I needed Truex to be gone.
Oh,
so
that's
I
a
could,
pretty car.
Yeah, we were both running him.
Overstock.com is going to
I saw that.
sponsor Noah Gregson at Martinsville. It's a pretty very red metallic car.
Oh, Eddie's up there right now. He said they were coming around telling him to be careful because there might be severe weather
Tonight, yeah.
right now. Yeah.
Yeah, up we don't get it. All right, let's see. 3.3 million people watched the race at Richmond.
Oh yeah, they said they couldn't really compare it to last year because last year it was on FS1 and also it wasn't Easter last year.
Right. And next week we're going to Martinsville, the race and us.
And my daughter and her husband,
That's right.
who have never been to a NASCAR race,
We're going to remove some more virgins.
she wanted to know if she needed to bring earplugs.
Yes.
So we're
What?
going to try. We're going to get to try and rent one of those double scanner things so they can talk to each other.
Mhm.
The
Oh, nice,
racing.
Then
Right.
on the airport.
Then it'll be cool because they can
Yeah.
talk to each other.
Yep. The intercom
It
ones.
might be fun.
Yeah, they
Like I don't
enjoy
want
that.
to talk to you at a race, so we don't have to.
We don't need to. We just point and we know it.
What?
We've been to so many races together. We
Well,
don't need
we
to
can
talk.
type-
We're
we can-
just
Type it on your phone and show it to the person too.
What?
I just need to bring a piece of paper. I don't even know why we don't do that.
at this point. Lisa and I just point to something that's happening. Somebody's overtaking the leader, or making a wicked pass, or
Or I go,
wrecking.
you want a hot dog? And you go,
Well,
yes,
Suze.
I would like 6.
Yep, it's about
Look
right.
at that. Denny cheated. Look at that. Oh my gosh.
Oh no.
Are you shocked?
I hate that so much.
You're shocked that Denny cheated.
I am. But he did beat all my favorite drivers.
He's not allowed to say that
He
anymore.
did hit the
Because
gas early.
His dad told him that was annoying.
Yeah.
Like
He
he
did.
cares.
No question about it. And NASCAR didn't even look at it. They were like, yeah, no,
They don't
whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever.
Hey, give us a like if you're watching. I know there's not many of you,
I
but
asked
we
people.
appreciate it.
Nobody did because I'm one of the 2. So obviously you people
Oh, I didn't.
in the chat room are not liking us.
Oh, we got 4 likes. Now we're 8. Now we
Really?
got 5.
Oh, because it's 2 on mine.
Yeah, you got to refresh. Yeah, Denny's a cheater. We hate Denny. Boo.
We don't hate.
I don't hate
We like
Denny.
to laugh at him.
Yeah, I like to mock him.
Yeah.
Speak for
I don't-
yourselves.
You hate Denny? I don't hate Denny.
I hate
I
the
don't
current version of Denny.
Yeah, I don't
just-
want to see because he's inherited the Kyle Busch.
Yeah, he has.
I think
What
you
is
know
there,
what
a rule?
happened?
There's a rule at Joe Gibbs Racing that there has to
Has
be,
to
a
be an
bad
ass?
guy.
Yeah. Why can't they just let Ty Gibbs be the ass?
Well,
Like,
he's
oh,
the
he is.
future ass.
He's the future ass.
Yeah,
right?
he's the ass in training.
He's the
But,
baby
you know,
ass.
I just can't.
Denny will retire and he'll be the ass
And
inherent.
that's why Seabell was he there?
What?
Gibbs?
Yeah, he's still at
That's
Gibbs 20 car.
Oh, well, see, he's not. He's a
He's a nice
asshole,
guy. See,
so-
they have to have one though.
Yeah.
At least
Do they?
one. They have 2 right now.
Who?
Well, Ty Gibbs is kind of mellow right now after he got out of Xfinity when he was a
Yeah,
badass and
but-
winning all the time.
Martin could be though.
He's not really an ass.
Martin's
he's just
a whiny
He's
bitch.
a whiny baby.
Martin's
That's-
a tiny bitch.
Yeah, but he could be if he really wanted to. I mean, if
Yeah,
they had
he
a,
could.
they had to have a substitute. They could bring him in off the bench.
But he could be like the mafia dude from New Jersey, right?
I don't think he's got it in him. You know, I mean, he's got a new girlfriend. He's all mushy-mush with her before the race, and
Yeah.
I just don't see it.
Maybe he should just retire.
Well, they're going to lose both Denny and him at some points.
And he's gonna go drive for
I would. His
3XI.
contract expires multi-year, or was it this year alone?
Who?
Denny.
Truex?
Denny.
I don't know.
Hmm.
I don't care that much.
Yeah, that. Yep. So
He's kind of old too.
yeah, that's what I did.
I'm still trying to figure out he got engaged to his baby mama that he wasn't even going out with for like 5 years.
Yeah,
That whole thing is weird. Maybe Joe Gibbs told him he had to.
I don't know.
Maybe Michael Jordan told him he had to.
Maybe.
Maybe his kids told him he had to.
Maybe they're old enough. God knows.
Yeah.
Why did you never marry mommy?
Why do you make her live in a different part of the
He's got a 1-year contract.
Why do you make her live in the different part of the house, Dad?
Yeah.
That's just weird.
Why aren't you having the sex?
Because he likes boys.
You never know. There have
don't
been
know.
beards and.
Don't know. Don't really want to think about Denny Hamlin's sex too much.
Eh,
Or at all.
Or at all.
or
ever,
at all.
Ever.
Durst, you need to come to Martinsville with sometime.
Yeah.
It's a great
Things
track.
happen when we're there.
Yeah.
Apparently, yes.
Our last 2 times there.
There have been some boring races.
Oh yeah. Well, the race that Chastain did that was the boringest race you
that
ever
was the
saw.
first time my son had gone to a race, and I'm like, he is never coming to another
Until
race.
the last 3 seconds.
Yep.
Those last 3 seconds when it was this wall. It's on J-Ski. He comes into turn 3, hammers it all the way through. We're sitting at the very beginning of the straightaway off turn 4, and we're watching this going. We all just looked at each other.
Mommy looked at
What
me
the
like,
fuck?
What
What the fuck?
Chastain's. He's going
We
faster.
had to come home and watch it on TV so we could hear what the announcers said.
Right.
They were
was amazing.
confused as hell. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
They had no idea what was going on.
Well, it's never been done before. You know? It's hard for something in NASCAR has never been done before. You know? They've got a long history at this point, but that's never been done before. So they made it illegal.
Well, it should be, really.
Well, if you're brave enough to try it, you're probably going to wreck half the field.
I'm saying
99,000 out
it
of.
happened to work out, but if it hadn't,
Right.
it would have been really bad.
Yeah. He could have got killed.
Yeah.
So, and then the last race we were there, a certain young man by the name of Ryan Blaney won.
Yes, he did.
That was freaking awesome. He was fastest in turn 1 and turn 2, and we were sitting in turn 1.
And then I thought, who was it? Amarola? I thought it was going to mess him at the end.
Right.
Yep. On the way to his championship.
Gonna
He
just
was
stab
so fast. He was catching Amarola very quickly.
him. Yeah.
On the way to his championship.
Oh, that was a good day. Hey, it's time, guys. Durst, do me a favor real quick. Put up our link for the Right Side of Politics. Anybody that wants to join us here. I know Lisa won't. No, it's
No.
not your thing.
No.
No.
I'm going to go inside and eat rubbish and eat trash and watch rubbish. You know what I watch, Dersh? I watch, like, true crime shows and stuff.
Are you planning? I mean,
Yeah,
are
I'm
you...
getting. Yeah, I'm
She
getting,
always does this.
yeah, I'm getting some hints. If you're gonna shoot somebody, you need to take the safety out the shotgun.
That helps.
I learned that last
Good
week.
thing our shotgun doesn't have any
Good
shells.
thing I don't even know where our shotgun is.
I think it's actually in this
But
closet.
this was a show where the mom told the kid to do it, so
Mm,
I don't have a kid around, so
no kids.
no. Hey,
All right, Durst is gonna.
wait,
What?
shut up, Chuck.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
And Durst, before you tell me that, put up the link. Hey, there's the Right Side of Politics link. Click on that link to see the Right Side of Politics at 8:30, which is 29 minutes from
Oh
now.
no, we're a minute over. We
Durst,
should
what do
stop.
you have to say for yourself?
Who the hell is Nizzy Sprinklebutt?
I don't know, but they've been here
They like
before.
us. Yeah,
Been here before.
it's a cool name.
Anyway, Chuck,
Yes,
we've had a lot of rain lately.
yes, sir.
My lawn is in really good shape. I mean,
Yes, sir.
It looks nice. It's growing. So, for today only,
Yes, sir.
you can stay on my lawn, Chuck.
Aw.
You
What?
can stay.
Aw. Now I just have to get the Florida.
Just don't pee on it.
One-time offer, Chuck.
Why not? The dogs do. Right? Your dogs pee on it.
Where else would they go?
They do other
Right.
things on it too.
They poop.
They do poops.
We got poops. All right, guys, listen. We
Yeah.
got to get rolling because Lisa's got to watch
I'm
trash and
dying.
eat rubbish or
And
something like
because
that.
Chuck's trying to kill me with bug spray.
She says I'm trying to kill her with spray, but she's plotting my murder. What's up with that?
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. Bye, Lisa.
Hey.
I love you.
Bye.
Darsh.
Thanks, Darsh.
Good night, y'all. We'll see you next week. Same bat time, same bat channel. If I'm alive and Lisa hasn't killed me, of course.
Or found the shotgun.
Yeah.
I don't know where it is.
Have a great night, you guys. See you soon
Bye.
on the right side of politics.